How's it going, my dudes? Welcome back to another video. So as the game is approaching its final leg, let's talk a little bit about how we can reroll so that the influx of new players would then know exactly what to do. So for this video, I'm going to talk about the reroll process, what you should be looking out for, what is the best practice for rerolling, and what are some potential issues with rerolling as well. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So over here, let's just assume that you have summoned a few times and you did not get what you wanted. So then how you reroll is to go to your home screen and click the top left profile icon. From here, select settings at the bottom right of the screen, and then at the middle, click on services, followed by initialize account under account service. So it's going to show you a screen where you can enter a code, and by entering the code, that permanently deletes your data, and you have at most 3 chances per day to reroll. So if you're going to be a hardcore reroller, you're going to have to make those 3 chances worth your time and effort. So that's about it for the reroll process. This is exactly what the reroll looks like. But now I'm going to talk a little bit about the best practice that I have found in rerolling and where I think it would be a great time to reroll your account. So quick plug, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, it will really help the channel a lot. And subscribe if you want to see more, it's free and you can always change your mind afterwards. Now continuing where we left off, I'm just going to skip to where I think I need to put more attention to. And as you can see, we do not have any of the story involved and we are thrown right into the gameplay immediately. Upon clearing 1-3, we will get our first goal record. However, do take note that this is a scripted goal record and every single player in this game is going to receive Mona, who is a 4-star Esper that specializes in fodder farming. And I will get into fodder farming in a different video, but just take note that she is one of the better starter Espers that you can have, and she's going to be really helpful in your reroll process as well. But more importantly, as you can see over here, that goal record actually added into our rookie benefits PT counter, so to speak. So originally we needed 10 attempts to obtain one of the 3 Espers that you see on the screen right here, but because we put Mona in the scripted summon, we only need 9 more attempts. And now that I'm approaching the end of chapter 1, there is something else that I need to mention to you guys. At the end of every chapter, you will get a chapter reward, and for this case, we're going to get Helena, but for every even numbered chapters, you are going to get gold records. And in fact, you're going to get 2 gold records by completing chapter 2, chapter 4, chapter 6, so on and so forth. But I would personally recommend you to stop at chapter 4 because from chapter 5 and 6 onwards, that requires a little bit more time investment to make your Esper strong enough to carry you forward. So if you want the biggest bang for buck, definitely stop after clearing chapter 4. And one of the biggest quality of life comes by clearing chapter 2-1. By just completing this stage, you will then unlock the auto function. That will make rerolling so much easier. You can just let the AI do its own thing and it should be pretty smooth sailing from here on. And once you're done with chapter 2-8, it is high time that we hit the ritual miracle. And in fact, we should beat up to the second stage of Chronos so that we can get a scripted 4-set War Machine relic, which would be incredibly helpful even as a 1-star or 2-star or 3-star relic for the early game. This minor additional stat will really help out clearing content up to chapter 4. Because we won't really be upgrading our relics this time, that 30% additional attack will be huge. And as you can see over here, at this stage, all my units are fully kitted up with relics, and this should be enough to power through all the way to chapter 4. And of course, apart from just obtaining the free 4-piece set War Machine, it is necessary to do at least Chronos Stage 1 as part of your missions. So let's take a look at what the missions look like. Let's take a look at the growth plan. This will be extremely essential for your reroll process because as you can see, it is very easy to obtain another 4 gold records. All you need to do is to beat 3-8, but we're going to go up to 4-8 because of the 2 extra gold records that I've mentioned before. And among the rest of the requirements is just a bunch of simple quests. And after some time has passed, we have finally beaten 3-8 and we are actually going to attempt something before we do chapter 4. So the game would have already unlocked the cube miracle for you earlier on, but we are only going to attempt it now because we are slightly stronger. So if you go to your trials, go to your cube miracle, there is going to be a small tutorial, but after that you can just go ahead, clear out all 3 stages of the cube miracle. And the reason why we need to do this is because of the cube miracle shop. Now, if you need so, you may use some of the free Espers that the Cube Miracle provides to you so that you can have an easier run. And that's what I did, that's why I have a Tang Xuan in my lineup. But with that, that's the end of the Cube Miracle. Let's take a look at the Cube Miracle shop. The shop only unlocks after you beat the Cube Miracle for the first time, and as you can see, we can obtain 2 gold records just like that. That's an additional 2 pool for us to keep in the bag. And after this, we are going to go back into chapter 4 and hopefully we can clear it in one fell swoop. And that should be pretty much it. We can then go on to the summons afterwards. So all in all, this entire process of getting from chapter 1 to chapter 4, doing everything that I've mentioned in between, takes anywhere between 1 hour and 1.5 hours. So do keep in mind that this is a very tedious process, and it is really not for the faint of heart. And in fact, it's a fair warning from me that I feel like you don't really need to reroll in this game. I feel like you don't really benefit that much in rerolling. Not only is it so difficult to reroll, but the probability of you even getting something that you want is extremely low. If it serves you well, I would just suggest you go for the beginner pool. Hopefully you get Liling out of the 3 because he's arguably the strongest in the pool. And he provides the most utility in PvE and PvP content, which is what free-to-play players are supposed to aim for. And after doing some ad hoc extra stuff, we would then get 1 additional gold record from the Growth Plan Advanced. And now we can tally up all the gold records that we have acquired thus far, and without further ado, we can start pulling right away. Oh, and one thing, don't forget to clear all the free gold records that you can find in the events page as well. You can access these via the home screen. So let's begin. On top of the gold records that we also have 900 Nexus Crystals, which effectively translate into 4 more gold records for us. And therefore we have a total of 20 gold records. So the first 10 pool will definitely be yellow because like I said, the first 10 summons that you're going to do is a legendary pool from the beginner's banner. So I think for the rest of this video, while I'll let the summons just play out at the background, I'm going to share a little bit about who are the characters that I think, if you really want to specifically reroll for, these characters have the best value in the early game, mid game and end game, everything considered. Everything including your PvP and your PvE. So the first character is definitely going to be Unas. He is, in my opinion, the strongest character in the game right now because of the versatility that he has. Not only is he an AP booster, he also has the highest base speed in the game and he has a defense break on his first skill. And on top of that, he grants immunity to the rest of your allies, which is really good. And the second character on my list is going to be Gabrielle. Gabrielle is an awesome pick. She grants the team with defense buff and immunity, and she also has the highest base speed in the game, so she's a very strong initiator not only in PvP but also in PvE. And to top it off, she also comes with an AoE defense break, which is excellent not only for PvP but also all kinds of PvE content. My third choice is going to be Sally because she's very strong in the early and mid game, and she's basically a single-handed cheat code that helps you clear all kinds of PvE content. And the fourth pick for me is going to be Lin Xiao. She's extremely easy to build, and she really needs very little investment to be extremely powerful. She is probably the most used Esper in this game because she can be put anywhere, PvP, PvE, everywhere, even your Temporal Tower as well. And the fifth choice for me, which is not the fifth in ranking for this list, is gonna be Clara. And as you can see over here, I pulled her on my alt and not on my main. Bloody freaking hell. And maybe 2 more special mentions are going to be Sander and Chloe. So these 2 Espers have tremendous value, although they do not have as much versatility as the previous few units that I've mentioned. They will still be very powerful in whatever content that you're trying to achieve, be it in easy PvP or easy PvE. And to be honest, in my opinion, if you get any one of these characters, it's a good start for you. You are basically playing on easy mode. And there's really very little reason why you want to hit the reroll again, because honestly speaking, the next time you reroll, it's probably gonna be all blues or all just 3-star characters. And that's a huge waste of 1.5 hours. And if you realize that this is the account that you want to start off with, you can go ahead and name your character like I am right here. This is gonna be my new alt. This is gonna be a purely free-to-play account, and let's see how far this can go. But if you really want to reroll, you know how to do so. So that's the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit the thumbs up because it really helps the channel out. Subscribe for more Dislyte content, and this has been free to play, by the way, and as always, I will see you in the next video.